Good morning, everybody. We are live with RAMP, Real Access Motivates Progress live podcast. We have an exciting show for you today. We are going to be talking everything the Empowerment Factory, and one of my other favorite Sparkle Queens will be joining us very shortly to tell you all about what she does and about the Empowerment Factory and how you can be part of their 10th anniversary this year. I'm so excited for them. So without further ado, let's bring them to the stage. Hello, Gail. Hi, Wendy. How are you today?
Hi, wonderful. So happy to be here. Thank you so much, Tina.
I'm excited. We're going to kick the show right off from the get-go. And Gail, please tell us who you are and what you do.
Well, my name is Gail Ahlers. I am the founder and the executive director of the Empowerment Factory. We are a nonprofit here in Rhode Island that works with elementary youth. We concentrate on creativity, self-esteem, and civic pride. We do both in-person and online programs, and we want to provide children with the skills they need to be successful in school and life.
So excited to have you. Wendy, tell us who you are and what you do.
Okay, my name is Wendy Nadherny Fachon, and I am an educator with the Empowerment Factory. I've been working with Gail since 2015 in various capacities, mostly educational and curriculum development. And then I also do wear a bunch of other hats on the side. I'm the host of the Story Walking Radio Hour. People can find that at storywalking.com. So I just mentioned that real quick. And I'm a writer for Natural Awakenings magazine, the Rhode Island Boston edition.
Oh, we're so excited to have you. I can't wait to get into this conversation. So, Gail, tell us a little bit about the Empowerment Factory and why you got it started and why it's so important.
All right. Well, so I am an artist and moved to Rhode Island to go to RISD and ran a successful design business where I made gifts and recognition artwork for about 20 years. And I knew that it was time for a change. I had started taking some neurolinguistic programming classes, and I got to go to the Tuck Webank School for Executive Women. I got a scholarship to go to that. And I knew that I wanted to do something different. And when I thought who the new me should be, I thought that empowering people and bringing people together and building community was really where I wanted to invest my time and energy.
It's so important. And Wendy, why did you get involved? Why did you find it important to become an educator for the Empowerment Factory?
I loved what Gail was doing. At the time that she started, she was doing a lot of adult empowerment. And at that time, well, since 2011, I've been doing after-school programs in Pawtucket with the Cozy program. And the summer 2015, right before then, I approached Gail. I said, Gail, you would be great working with kids. How about teaching with me this summer? We got a couple gigs going at some schools right in this neighborhood where you are. And oh my gosh, we had the best summer, didn't we, Gail?
It was fun. It was so fun.
It was fun. And that's where we started a lot of this, that kind of the roots of the creativity, the literacy piece, the nature education, that all started happening that summer.
It's awesome. I met Gail and I immediately fell in love because she is a standout person just like me, with all the sparkles and the hats and the artistry. I just love it. What I love most about you, Gail, though, is the inclusion, how important inclusion is to you. Tell everybody a little bit about that and why it matters for kids to feel that they have a space.
I think, we say kids, but really everyone.
Right.
But, empowering kids with the knowledge to feel that they matter, that they're great just the way they are, and that no matter where they are in their world, whether it's mental, physical, perceived, or, wherever they are, to empower them to know that they can fulfill their dreams and to plant that seed. And I think that there's a lot of young children that are marginalized for lots of reasons and not included and not feeling part of. And it's our job to wrap them in love and encourage them to be their best self, just the way they are, knowing that they don't As long as you're a kind and good person, that's all you have to be in this world, really.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I know people, they judge me because of my wheelchair, but then they get to know me and realize that my wheelchair is just a way of getting around. It doesn't define me. It's not who I am. I have big rhinestone wings on the back of my wheelchair because I hate it when people say to me that I'm bound to a wheel. I'm not bound to nothing. My wheelchair gives me wings. So no matter who we are or what we do, we just soar. Wendy, you must see so much from being an educator and a writer and so much. Why is inclusion important to you?
Oh gosh, we don't have enough of it in this world.
Mm.
And we are all, always comes this idea that we are all one, right? We are all connected in some way or other. And sometimes it's hard for people to see that connection. But all we have to do is, start getting into conversation, have the courage to get into a conversation with someone you might not ordinarily get in a conversation with, and you might be surprised how much you have in common. And
Right.
kids do this so easily.
Yeah.
When you get a bunch of kids together and you start playing, it just happens, and suddenly everybody's included. And I've had some great experiences just working with groups of kids, and the more you work with them, and you kind of guide them. Sometimes when someone's not being included, you kind of, as an adult, you kind of steer things in the right direction, and then you just pull back, and then the kids take over, and they get it. They get it. Right, Gail?
And I love it. The way I say it is, you never know the truth until you talk to a kid, because they just tell you how it is and they just tell you what you want. Sometimes you don't want to hear it, but you need to hear it. I just love all of that. Gail, tell everybody a little bit about, is it expensive to go to the Empowerment Factory, or is it open an option for children of all income levels?
Well, the Empowerment Factory does most of our programming site. We go to sites to do our programming. But our programs that we offer directly, whether they're online or in person, they're free. And because the people that we want to empower are not from an income level that has the disposable income to be taking their children to enrichment programs, bringing the programs to them, like Art in the Park. We are in specific parks so that we reach certain neighborhoods, whether it's in Pawtucket, Central Falls, or Providence. We want to go to where the kids are, because transportation is a very expensive thing for a lot of families, and not every family has a car.
Right. I totally agree with you. Wendy, can you expand on that a little bit more?
Yeah, the affordability piece is critical. And, as Gail and I got into what they call out of school programming, which is after school summer learning programs, and we've become a part of the Rhode Island After School network, we're finding just over these years how important these outside of school programs are for kids, because it really gives them a chance to explore some of their own talents. They don't necessarily get that opportunity in school, but this gives them a chance to really try a lot of different things, and also exposes them to different people and jobs even, right, Gail? So it's like these kids only really know what they're around. So once we did a survey of the kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? And a lot of them said, the typical answers were teacher, policeman, doctor, nurse, because these were the people they were familiar with. But there's so much else they can be. They can be an artist, they can be a singer. And the list goes on and on. The more people that we can bring in for them to meet, it opens up their world and the possibilities for their world, particularly for these kids that are confined to these, tight cement neighborhoods in cities.
Right. It's so important to have that opening, because I never would have suspected 10 years ago I was going to become a wheelchair user. So all of my hopes and dreams kind of pivoted, because now I had to navigate a different way. So, with my background, and, I'm not quiet or shy. Nobody will ever accuse me of that. I found a new way, and I found a new way to have my voice, but it was because of the dance and the acting and the drama classes that I went to that gave me the courage to pivot my life and try something new. So it's so important to, at a young stage or at any stage, to bring in art, to bring in something different, to let people know that it's okay to pivot. It's okay to do something else.
Yeah.
And that's why I find what you do so important to me, and why I send so many people your direction, because it's something that you need to have as a base. So when something happens to you, because something is going to happen to you, whether good or bad, something is going to change your life out of what you normally do
Well,
down the life.
Tina, I think that that is so true. And one of the things that we are always saying to the children, there's a lot of things that, because we deal mostly with elementary youth, you know, that you can't control what is going to happen in life, but you can control how you react to things. And
Yep.
that's good things and bad things. So, you know, and you're just a shining example of a lovely being that is living their true self there and shining the light for others. You
It's
know,
so true. I mean, when I became a wheelchair user, I had two choices: roll in a ball and cry about it and never leave my house, or do something about it and make a difference. We all know what I decided, but
yeah. Hmm.
I couldn't control how it happened, but I could control how I reacted to it. So you're exactly right. Gail, tell everybody how they can have you come to their community. How do they get you to come to their community?
Well, that's, you know, we're a young organization. We're 10 years old. And so we primarily are in Providence, Pawtucket, Central Falls, because that's close to our location. And that's where two-thirds of the children who are of high needs live in Rhode Island. But Title I schools, or what people who are outside the education, we are always looking to engage with school systems, housing developments, youth groups. So it's not like you have to run a school. You could just be a group of people. And we're looking to figure out how that pricing structure would work, because right now, most of the programs that we do are absolutely free. And so, how would we offer more free programs to more communities? Um, I think that within those three cities, there's enough people that we could partner with. And I think one of the things that has been so successful about the Empowerment Factory is we are a community of people coming together to help others. And, you know, we have a lot of volunteers, a lot of interns. And with that, that grows our capacity. And that's one of the issues of a young organization, is the capacity. So we won't be, and anytime soon, we'll mostly concentrate in those three cities. But, you know, a lot of it is just working together, like finding the funding, letting us know about the grants that you know that we can apply for together, so that we can partner. Because I think, being a small organization, we are like a beautiful little sailboat on the ocean.
Yeah,
And so much of the education system is a huge, huge boat. And that boat is out in the ocean. And the storm is not only coming, but the storm is here. And
right,
we, the small organization, can say, these are the needs of the community. This is what these kids need, because they don't just need to be taught to the test. They need to have people believe in them and have them explore who they are. And we can, so that's what your needs are, your social emotional learning that no one is putting into the school day.
right,
You know, they say you need 15 to 20 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week, but there's no learning blocks for it. And there's not a lot of inexpensive training for parents and teachers, because I mean, like our Art in the Park, it's so wonderful because we're there with 20 families at a time. And now
right.
we're not just doing it out in the parks, but all winter long, we're doing it at the schools and bringing families together and bringing people together. And we're reading and we're making art, and we're saying we are the community.
You're doing a fantastic job. And, you know, we just turned 5 this year, so we're even younger than you. So we know the pains and the struggles that you're going through. And you're a donation based organization where you count on the donations. Wendy, tell everybody how they can donate and why they should donate to keep the Empowerment Factory going.
Okay, well, it's really easy. Just go to theempowermentfactory.org. That's our website. And there's a donate button, but not just donating, people can volunteer. There's all kinds of ways that people can help, because sometimes, the volunteering piece, if you don't have money to give, but you have time, hey, there's so many jobs to be done. Gail, maybe you can tell them about some of the things that volunteers are helping with.
Oh my goodness. We have volunteers who come and help organize all the art supplies. We have volunteers who help with IT and with our website. We have interns and volunteers that help with the after school programs and our in-school programs and our special events. And, as long as you're a kind person, and you've got some skills or time to spare, you are part of the community, and we could not do this without our volunteers. And the thing is that we have been very grant based. Our funding is coming from grants, and we need to diversify because, the thousands of families that we've served, asking for money from them. And so,
Right.
but money has to come from somewhere. We use a lot of recycled materials. We are very frugal. Everyone who is employed at the Empowerment Factory is here because we really believe in the mission. It's not like we're here for the money, because that would be crazy. That would be just crazy if we were here for the money. But, and I think that, as an organization, that takes time and energy and know-how. And as an empath and an educator and as an artist, I know how to connect with children in a really positive way. I am not a banker, but I do run this organization in the black, and we are very fiscally responsible. But we have to figure out how and there's been some lovely people who have come along, and board members, like people who can advocate, it's like donate, advocate, we need people to open doors and introduce us to other people. If we didn't know Jack Reed, we wouldn't have known that we could be invited into an educational national grant. And it took 16 months to get the money, but we got a chunk of money. And they said, the women in Washington who were there overseeing our grants, they said, why did you apply for so little money? The people you're serving and the work that you're doing, you should have gone for $500,000. And I had to say, because I don't know any better,
Right.
but there are a lot of good people who are coming alongside us. Like, I'd like to mention that, our anniversary, our 10-year anniversary celebration is this Wednesday. And there's been some amazing people, that have really stepped up to help us, like Cheryl Merchant, who's the CEO of Takeo Comfort Solutions. She redid our sponsorship package. She got on the phone and started calling people and saying, she sent emails. She reached out and said, I believe in these people. They're doing good work.
You're doing amazing work. And you are incredible with the kids. Because like I said, I enjoy watching you with the kids. I'm still a kid at heart. But I enjoy watching you with the kids. I always gravitate towards where you are, when I'm at any event, because it's the fun place to be. It's where the kids are alive. It's where the kids are interactive. It's not where the parents are dragging the kids around. So wink, wink, hush, hush. We're hoping you're going to be at our event this year in August. But I want to talk about your 10-year anniversary. This is huge. Congratulations on 10 years. It is hard making it going, but it's these connections. It's us all working together. It's us all promoting each other. It's how we're going to get through, because everything works together. So tell everybody about the 10th anniversary and how they can go and get together.
Yes, you too can come to this wonderful event. And one of the things about our space, both the Empowerment Factory itself and the event, is that it's handicap accessible. There's a lovely ramp and there's a door to come in. So we welcome and plan for inclusion, because we want everybody to be there. It's at the Met in Pawtucket on Main Street. And we've got the New Providence Big Band playing. We have some amazing raffle items, and I would love people to come. You can find out information on the empowermentfactory.org or scan this little code.
You can click the link above this podcast because I put the link right in there for you to go on and register, because I will be there, Gail will be there, Wendy will be there. So, and there'll be a lot of other amazing people there as well. So people need to register. Wendy, tell everybody from your words why they should really invest and register to see what Gail is all about.
Oh my gosh, because it's amazing what she is doing for the kids. The kids are our future. And, I just want to, we need to help these kids. We need to help lift them up. We need to help them, inspire them, help build their confidence, help build, their creativity. There's just so many, the whole social emotional thing, their health. I mean, we focus on all of these things, but these kids are our future. They're the ones that are going to be running the show, 10, 20, 30 years from now. So they need our help. They really need our help.
And we need to expand their horizons. We need to open up their minds. I mean, even children of disability, art doesn't, go against ability. Like when you come to our event later, the artists of disability, you would not imagine. And some of them have, I've heard been with Gail or seen Gail, and that's what got them into doing artwork. So it's all connected. It's something that they take through life, and now they're making a living on, selling their artwork and being an entrepreneur and doing something different. And that's all a testament to what you do, Gail. And that's a testament to who you are and embedding love in art into these children's very soul. That's why you should get involved. And that's why you should be at this event. Besides the fact, it's a really cool event. Tell us the date and the place again, Gail, just so no one is mistaken.
Okay, so it's at the Met in Pawtucket, which is on Main Street. But if for some reason you cannot attend this amazing event, you can also bid on our online auction items. And you can find that information on the website and through the link.
But what date is it? You didn't give us the date. You told us where, but not when.
It is Wednesday, May 22nd. It is coming up very shortly.
It's a great day. It's 2 days before my birthday, so come on out and we can celebrate the 10-year and my birthday.
We'll have to
celebrate. Start celebrating.
We'll have to get you a cake.
We always eat cake. We never say no to cake.
No. Okay. Well,
but it's just so important for everybody to get involved. It's the empowermentfactory.org, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You can go on the empowermentfactory.org, get all the information. And if you can't make the event for whatever reason, go on and make a donation. Make it a point to make a donation, serve the community, help the children, help the adults. The parents get as much enjoyment out of watching their kids thrive and get excited about something and doing something as much as the kids do. So this isn't just for the kids, this is for the adults too. I know a couple of adults that, said, oh, I used to like to paint and got back into painting because, they watched their kids do it. Now they paint with their children. And, it's a family of artists. That's what it's all about. It's making a difference. It's finding your inner soul and doing something different. I absolutely love what you do. I love you, Gail. Like I said, you are just a standout person. You need one of my t-shirts. If you can't stand up, stand out, because you definitely stand out. I love it. You can always know where Gail is from a mile across the event. She has one of her fabulous hats on, but the kids notice it. The kids know you. The kids see you. I'm the crazy lady in the wheelchair. You're the wonderful lady in the crazy hats. The kids know you. I hear about you all the time. This is why it is so important for people to show up at this event, bid on some of these amazing. Do you know what some of the auction items are?
Oh, yeah. We have some amazing hotel stays, like downtown Providence and New Hampshire. We've got photo sessions. We've got yoga. We've got sporting events. We have tarot reading. We have... and we've got amazing raffle items in addition to that at the event.
And they got music and they got art and they got Gail and they got Wendy. So like, there's a no-brainer of why you should show up and donate, bid, whatever you need to do. You need to be at this event. It's very important. Wendy, give us your minute wrap up of why the Empowerment Factory is so life-changing.
Oh my gosh, it helps children live healthier, happier, more empowered lives. I mean, that's it in a nutshell. It's so important to help them, to uplift them and help them grow and inspire them and all of that. And Empowerment Factory does that like no other organization I know. And there's magic in what happens there. There is so much magic. I always call it Gail, my fairy godmother.
I love
she
that.
really
I
got
agree
all the
with you.
sparkle and the color and everything. So
there is so much magic. Gail, tell everybody.
And she does that for the kids.
You have more than 1 minute because you're you. Give everybody why this is so important.
This is so important because we need to empower children and create a better world. Like creativity is something that people just connect to frivolous stuff when it's neuro brain development. And by teaching children how to follow their gut and how to express themselves, it's a part of celebrating yourself, feeling good about yourself, and also exploring the world. And if you give them that, when they grow up, they are going to be way more employable. Also, one of the key things is teaching kids how to be kinder to themselves and to others. So when you grow up, who are the people that you want to be around? You want to be around people who are kind. And also you want to be around people who get along with other people, because life is give and take, thank you and forgiveness and gratitude, and trying to put a lens of so much of the message that children get in the world is fear-based, and helping them remove those fear-based thoughts and bringing them to hopefully, the way your brain is wired is to help protect you from lions and bears and tigers attacking you in the wild. And there are many things coming at you, but you do not have to live the way we live now. And the news is sensationalism, and there's so many things are made into celebrity status over things that are not good or kind or what we want to see in the world. And to train a brain to think, you can only think one thought. So why not choose a happy one?
I agree with you. Artwork is mental health. It's a break from reality. It lets children express their feelings that they probably can't express any other way. It's so important. It gives us that outlet to express ourselves in a way of releasing and coming back to reality, to be, productive members of society. Yeah. Art is so important, and the way that you bring it out in people, I cannot talk enough about what you do, because you bring it out in such a way, you touch people's very souls. It is important. So join us at the 10th anniversary on Wednesday, May 22nd at the Met. You need to come. It is fully accessible. Everybody can be there. If you cannot be there because you just cannot, tell everybody else you're not going to that event, you're coming to this one. If you cannot do that, make a donation, bid on one of the raffle items, donate in some way. This is your time to make a difference. This small part, your $5, $10, $100, $1 million, if you have it, is going to change the lives of children, is going to change the world. So your small part is changing the world, and we want you to do that. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us today. I cannot thank you enough. You are both amazing, and I cannot wait to see you on Wednesday. See, she's just amazing. I love it. So I will be there on Wednesday to see you, and we will all talk soon. Have a great day, ladies.
Thank you so much, Tina.
Thank you.
That is amazing. So Wednesday is the place to be, is the Met in Pawtucket for the Empowerment Factory's 10th anniversary. They've made it 10 years. Let's give them another 10 to 100 more years. And as I always say, don't just sit there, make a difference. We'll see you all on the outside.